Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Terry, and welcome to another edition of An Orchid a Day. We are having a heat wave right now. Today is Saturday. It's probably about 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm about to water stuff out here before it gets too warm. I want to do these videos, but I can surely see the effects of the heat on things that are not so used to it, even in some of my spikes. But today is really a feature, and it is a true orchid a day. This is also something that it's probably getting a little too much light here. You can see it is getting that shade of green that is a little bit troublesome, but today is all about Cattleya luteola right here. One of my favorite Cattleyas, one of two, Luteola and Forbesii, but very fragrant this morning, softly fragrant. Opened up all of the buds that it had on the plant last night, or this morning I should say. Of course, it looks like this one opened first, and then the other two, you can see the lighter coloration. But this plant is, let me come down here to this book, just so I can give you the info correctly. And of course, I am talking about a species Cattleya luteola right there. Look familiar? Yes, I would say so. Luteola, discovered by Lindley is one of the, or maybe it's named by Lindley. I think it's discovered by Lindley. This is one of the smallest growing Cattleya species, which is why I like it, found in the Amazon basin. In Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, has creeping rhizome that produces the pseudobulbs that are ovoid, of course, single leaf, so they're unifoliate. Inflorescence carries 2 to 6 flowers. Flowering occurs throughout the year. Species does well mounted, blah, blah, blah. Beautiful. Color, very pastel. That stripe along the side, well, it's not really a stripe, it's more like a swath. And then inside the throat, that swath culminates in those two areas in the throat. Well, that's a circular area of that pop, of that fuchsia. If my camera would even focus right. But you can see why it is such a desirable thing. The chartreuse color, very long-lasting flowers. This stays here in this spot in the winter. It will move out into outside once it finishes blooming. It produces its growths from the base. Before this stops blooming, it will start putting up growths, and it adds 2 growth points. It put up this pseudobulb last year as well in a sheath. They are they bloom from the last year's dried up sheaths, and that is pretty much their habit. They like pretty much semi-shade. They don't like direct sun. They like water while they're growing, and pretty much drier, I should say. Kind of can be very finicky when the growths are forming, so I back off a little bit on the watering initially until the growths are about an inch or two, and then or when I see some roots, because in the past when I have watered too soon, the new growths have blasted, and then the plant just ends up dying. But nonetheless, beautiful thing. I'll also show you this before I go. But anyhow, I'm going to shoot my June video right after this, right after I load this up. I want to introduce you to another first time bloom, a first time to my greenhouse, first time seeing this bloom in person. This is Bulbophyllum Kieran Lewis, which is it's a Echinolabium hybrid. Echinolabium times I believe it's Paraphalaenopsis. Just opened. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy your orchids. Bye.